So the first thing is making sure that you tailor your message to your audience. So before I came to speak with you today, I thought a lot about who you were and where you might be coming from, so that I made sure that hopefully, and you'll let me know, that my message was going to be relevant for you. And so you need to do that when you're doing communications in business. How you speak to one of your peers, if you're a CFO, might be a little different than the way you might speak to an employee. It's not that it has nothing to do with whether or not they can get what you're talking about. It has more to do with the relevance of the information. Different people need different information. You need to say exactly what you mean. You need to be direct without being rude. So flowery language is great, but if people can't understand what you're trying to get at, they're going to find it very difficult to pick up what you're saying. Okay? Avoiding jargon. Even when we're talking to other people that know, maybe other accounting professionals, sometimes when you're talking jargon, it can really make it difficult to understand the essence of what we're talking about. And then if you're talking to people outside of your profession, if you're using jargon, you're shutting them out. So avoiding a jargon altogether is a good idea. And keeping it short and simple and uncomplicated always wins the day. So when you're communicating with people, it's a really good idea to ask for a playback. So you say what you want to say, and then you ask the person what they heard. Not directly like that, but that's basically what you're doing, right? You're trying to say, so what did you get out of that? So that you can find out if there's something else you need to say again, or say in a different way. All right? If it's an important message, guess what? You need to say it lots of times. What I've heard in the past is you have to say something 7 times before people get it. I think in this day and age you have to say it more, because there's so much other information out there that people are having to deal with, that they're getting swamped. And it's not that they're ignoring you, it's just that you've got to cut through all the other information they're dealing with. So more is better. And make sure you pick the right medium for your communication. Sometimes a town hall is a good idea. Sometimes doing it over Twitter or whatever is a good idea. Sometimes good old-fashioned face-to-face is the best way to go. Okay, so really think a lot about it before you decide how to communicate the message. And here's something that you really need to remember. Understanding the message is not the responsibility of the person receiving the message. It's the responsibility of the person doing the communication. So you need to take that responsibility really seriously, and if someone isn't picking up what you're communicating, you need to ask yourself, how can you improve or change the way you're communicating, or anything that I had on my clarity list? What do I have to do differently so that they'll understand or receive my communication? So it's a good idea every once in a while to, if you're dealing with employees, to ask them, how am I as a communicator? And ask for feedback and get some tips for improvement.